Good evening. I'm Gretchen Whitmer, the Democratic leader in the Michigan Senate. There's so much that could be said about the past 2 years under Governor Snyder's administration. It's been a period of historic partisan divide, of governing behind closed doors, and of anything but the relentless positive action the governor promised us. To put it mildly, I know that many of you are frustrated, and I certainly join you in that. Because when I hear the governor talking about moving Michigan forward as he did tonight, he's forgetting the same critical component he's overlooked throughout his administration. Us, the people of Michigan, the families in our communities. We only need to look at the governor's own agenda that he's pushed through over the past 2 years. It's one that has favored the bottom line of large corporations at every step of the way, and done so at the expense of our middle class and our seniors and our kids. If you're a retiree here in Michigan, you could be paying more than $1,000 in new taxes on your pension check this year. Also, the governor could lower taxes for big corporations. And if you're a working family, you're going to see your taxes go up by hundreds of dollars due to the tax changes put in place by the Snyder administration. If you're a woman, you've seen this governor sign legislation that eliminates our health care options, even jeopardizes our access to life-saving cancer screenings, just to satisfy the wishes of extreme special interest groups. And if you're the parent of school-age kids like I am, you've seen our class sizes soar as more than $1.8 billion was taken out of our K-12 schools, just so the governor could hand that money over to corporations instead. All of this was done at the expense of us, the people of Michigan. And all of this was done without any promise of a single job or dollar of new investment being brought into our state. So what has 2 years of Governor Snyder gotten us? Our unemployment goes up while our paychecks go down. Those at the top get richer while far too many of us are simply left behind. And all the while, we've seen no accountability into how the governor's agenda has impacted our ability to succeed. After 2 years, it is time for us to make the serious choices on the things we value and the Michigan we want to create. Do we settle for lower incomes and fewer opportunities? Or do we fight to create investment that brings the higher paying jobs and opportunities for all of us to succeed right here to Michigan? Unlike Governor Snyder, I believe we can invest in our future and invest in our own success. And there is no better place to start than with education. Job providers tell us they go where the largest pools of talent are located. Create a highly skilled workforce in a location, and guess what? Employers will soon be looking to set up shop there. Unfortunately, we've gone in the opposite direction. Our disinvestment in education is sending a message to employers that we don't believe in the future of Michigan's workforce. So why would they? Even today, as we hear the governor talk about reforming Michigan's schools, he's not focused on achieving success in the classroom. He's focused on turning our schools over to for-profit corporations so they can achieve success in the boardroom. That's not a path to prosperity. It's a signal of defeat. I'm tired of seeing Michigan's schools losing ground and our kids falling further behind. But together, I know we can make 2013 the year all of that changes. We can reinvest in our public schools and provide all of our students with the opportunity to succeed, not only while they're in our schools, but as they grow into the next generation of Michigan's leaders. We can work together with our colleges and universities to reverse the rising tuition costs and give our kids the chance to believe and attain a college education. We can give our children hope that no matter where they're from, no matter what school they attend, if they put in the work to succeed, then Michigan will provide them the opportunities to take that success to the next level. And even more, we can send a message to the rest of the world that when employers are looking for the brightest and best talent, there is no better place to go than right here in Michigan. While the business community tells us that education is the key to bringing new jobs to our state, we can foster growth in the companies already calling Michigan home. And we can and we must work in a bipartisan fashion to create a true investment in our state's infrastructure. Because let's face it, there's not a company in the world that's going to invest in Michigan if we aren't willing to invest in the roads and bridges and rail systems that makes doing business here possible. There are no easy fixes to Michigan's problems, but it is our job as elected officials to roll up our sleeves and to challenge ourselves to find them. We can work on an agenda that focuses on doing what's right rather than what's politically expedient. And we can work together on the priorities that will inspire the confidence in our next generation that there are opportunities here in Michigan that don't exist anywhere else in the world for them. We can accomplish these results and get Michigan's progress back on track, but only if we have the courage and the strength of character to work together in a true bipartisan fashion. Governor Snyder and I may always have our differences, but I'd hope we can agree that the people of Michigan deserve nothing less than for us to listen to what they're asking of us. I think you're asking us to be bold and asking us to make Michigan a place we can all be proud of. The past 2 years have been a disappointment, but while we can make the next two an unparalleled success, if the governor is willing to come to the table and work with us and work for the people of Michigan, I'm asking him tonight to do just that. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to continuing this conversation with you throughout 2013. Good night.